Welcome. This is another in a series of 5-minute lectures that I find interesting about topics of math. Today, what I'm going to talk about is what would happen in the world if we only had 6 fingers, and how would we count? All right. So here's Gonzo. I like to think about Gonzo. The reason I like Gonzo is because Gonzo is, as far as I can tell, the only Muppet with 6 fingers. Most Muppets, you may or may not know, have 4 fingers. But Gonzo, you can sort of see him. There's 1, 2, 3 fingers. This is his left hand is a little hidden, but he's got 3 fingers on each hand, right? And so you start to think, because our counting is very much dependent on the fact that we have 10 fingers on our hands. So, you know, if I hold up my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 represents a group of how many fingers are on my hand total. If I only had 6 fingers, so 3 on each hand, right, then we would have counted the following way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, because 10 would move to another digit when we represented an entire group. Then we would continue counting 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30, 31, because we don't have any 6s, right? 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 30, 40, I almost said 36, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. What number comes next? Give you a quick second to think about that. Well, there are no 6s, so it can't be 60. And so then you realize, well, that's 6 groups of 10, 10 being 6, and so that's 100, right? So we would count 54, 55, 100 within it, then 101, etc., right? And so then we could count zillions of Gonzos, all right? And so I just got a bunch of Gonzos up here, and I could count them if I wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30. Okay, I hope you're as bored as I am, because this will get old very quickly, right? It's the same kind of thing that I just did. And so then I started thinking, but smarter, right? Usually if you want to count something, what's easy right now, if we have 10 fingers, group things in groups of 10. Well, smarter then is to group our Gonzos in groups of 6s, right? Because here's a group going across the top here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. There's 10 Gonzos. Then if I have 10 groups, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 groups of 10. So this little block has 100 Gonzos in it. If we would have 100 if we had 6 fingers on our hand. Then I've got 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 5 blocks, 10 blocks of Gonzos. 10 blocks of 100 Gonzos would be 1,000 Gonzos. And I think you can imagine what happens next, but I couldn't get, even 10,000, so still a pretty big number if I were to put it up with Gonzos all over the place. All right? And so you start to ask yourself questions. Well then, so like I remember the year 2000, right? This is a very special year. But the year 2000 was not that particularly special if we had 6 fingers, because it wouldn't have ended in a bunch of zeros. All right? So, and in fact, there's 1,000 Gonzos. What year was it? If you had 6 fingers, the year 1,000 would have occurred in what year? Well, it would have occurred in the year, well, 6 times 6 is 36, if we were using our 10-finger system. And then 36 times 6 is 216, if you care. And so that means year 1,000 would have happened in the year 216. Year 2000 would happen in the year, 432, just double it. So year 2000 would have happened a long time ago, but here we are in the year 2000. But the reason we're in 2000 and not something more like 8,000 is because we have 10 fingers on our hands, and for no other reason.